And there we go again. It is time. Mineski versus Execration. For a long time we didn't have proper seed Dota, and now it's coming again. We already had quite some community on our social media and here on Twitch that was just waiting for exactly this event. I can remember the last Mineski game we had. It was absolutely success. It was a huge surprise. Their performance was super, like even on YouTube, like over 20,000 times it was clicked. People wanted to see that what that is how amazing that game was, and now we have again Mineski versus Execration. Very promising game. Let's hop into the draft.
This game should be really even. Mineski, I think, if they play at their best level, they're probably better than Execration. But Mineski have been a little bit of hit and miss. So even though I still think Mineski will win 2-0 as a prediction, this is probably going to end up 1-1, I think.
1-1 you say?
Yeah.
No. Like, I think either team wants to get out with a win here. And Mineski, as I said last time I casted them, they were in a very good shape. They had an awesome comeback in the games we casted there. As I said, like, just for fun, I've been also watching the YouTube VODs. And yeah, those games were really amazing. Also, so many fans of you like commented on those VODs on our YouTube. We had so much fun even chatting there with you guys. So, yep, let's see how this is going. So far, like, of course, there are some things that changed since then. First of all, I've been casting a lot of German for those who, like, follow HeflaTV on social media. You saw me a lot on the German channels, of course. Like, we casted the Summit, we casted the DreamHack in Bucharest and everything. But now, it is time. I have more and more time again now for the English channel. That means we are also online again on HeflaTV 1 and 2. 6.81 is in, so let's see if we see any crazy changes. So far everything goes along the meta. Invoker's coming out, Ember's coming out, Lycan and Naga. Absolutely nothing surprising there, I have to say.
Yeah, definitely not. And actually the 6.81, it hasn't brought too many changes as far as the drafts go. I guess teams just need to experiment a little bit more before actually starting to go for them. And the strong heroes like the Batrider, he's still really strong. And actually from my last cast, Roxas brought out a really nice point about the Batrider so-called nerf with the mana cost.
Yeah.
That the 75 mana difference is exactly how Batrider was before the Blink Dagger's mana cost got reduced to 0.
Yeah, true.
So
That's true.
at the moment it's like Blink Dagger plus Ultimate, it's the same anyway.
Yeah, so pretty much Batrider is back to his old state, I'd say. But yeah, let's see what we got here. Like, this is also quite surprising, the first picks we see here. Mineski is going for a Viper and a Nyx Assassin. And on the other side we have Batrider and Chen. That means Execration. Like, we just talked about Batrider, but yeah, they still have the Blink Dagger initiation with the lasso. That's of course always very potent for initiations. And now we also have a Chen. That means we have a jungle element in that game, which might result in very early towers for Execration. Then again, Mineski with the Nyx Assassin, of course they can just roam around with that Nyx Assassin. Let's see how much space he gets, because sometimes teams really put an effort into blocking everything for the Nyx. We see sentry wards everywhere, but then again, you also need the money for it to establish such a parameter against the Nyx. Viper, I guess we see Viper here, maybe mid. It's not a bad hero, but then again, like a Viper without another second pure right click core, I don't like it, because Viper is really potent when you have a lot of collateral damage in the team fights. So his Nether Toxin is actually scaling very well.
Yeah, to be honest, the most surprising thing for me at the moment is that the Centaur didn't get picked in the first phase, or banned, and actually not banned out at all, so both teams can still go for it. If any team will, though, it will be Mineski, because Execration, the Batrider, is their offlaner, I would think. Mineski does still need one, though, unless they send the Nyx there, so actually the Centaur might not get picked up at all. But Mineski so far, having the Nyx most likely offlane, Viper mid lane, I would guess. So they need a safe laner plus a support. As far as supports go, the Dazzle is still possible. It's decent enough against the Batrider, just being able to keep the lasso target alive with the Shallow Grave. Or of course can still go for something just like the Shadow Demon. did receive some buffs once he gets an Aghanim Scepter though, but even before that, just defensive disruptions against the Batrider can be extremely good. But not only disruption, of course, just being able to purge the Batrider once he starts to drag somebody out, just stopping his movement almost completely. But Mineski, they go for the Enchantress, so Enchantress Gen Wars incoming.
I'm just keep talking. I'm talking at the moment to a Twitch admin because for the front page stuff. So just give me a second here.
Yeah, no problem. I can go solo.
Execration now. Solo, of course.
Yeah, Execration now at the moment. The third pick about to come out. As far as mid laners go, the Puck is still available, an extremely strong hero. Just being able to dodge out the Nyx impales and whatnot. Or if they want to go for some push, which the Chen pickup might indicate, then pick up something like maybe a Death Prophet, Pagnaldo. Don't really see that all that often. I guess a Shadow Fiend is a possibility, but I wouldn't like a Shadow Fiend together with a jungler because that would mean the jungler either has to go for the other camps and leave the safe lane camps, not the safe lane camps, but the safer camps towards the mid lane for the Shadow Fiend. So Shadow Fiend, I guess, not the best possible pickup for them. They could still send a Batrider mid, and yeah, I just was about to get to them maybe going for the center off lane, with the Batrider being in the mid lane against the Viper. Should be a decent enough matchup. Batrider with the sticky napalm slowing the Viper down as much as the Viper is slowing the Batrider down with the poison attack. But now, the fourth pick about to come for Mineski. They still need a safe laner unless they want to use Viper as a safe lane farmer. Or if they want to go aggressive tri-lane, of course, can use the Viper for that as well. But I'm guessing maybe even something like a Luna could be possible, I think. Just for some extra push, getting the Lunar Aura, extra right-click damage for the easier tower pushes, and of course some late game as well with the bouncing glaives, just some burst damage with the Eclipse, with the Lucent Beams. So Luna, actually, I kind of would like that pickup. And of course, if the Nyx is off lane, can still go for a support now and leave their core as the fifth pick as a surprise for Execration. So Dazzle keeping things alive against the Batrider Centaur, and actually the Shadow Demon, I still wouldn't be too opposed to that pickup. One can only hope though to see the Aghanim Scepter. I think Alliance yesterday went for Aghanim Scepter on the Shadow Demon. Maybe the game ended though before I actually managed to finish it, so keep the dream alive to see some new patch changes actually being played out. At the moment, Mineski, Keeper of Light, as far as patch changes go, I don't think we'll see that for them at least, because there's no need for them to actually go for mass counter push, at least not with the 3 heroes of Execration that they currently have. So they pick up a Rubik, and Execration now, 4th hero, gonna get picked up. Will they get something aggressive, or... because I really think they want to take this game early, get the fast blink daggers on the center, on the Batrider. They have the Chen as well, so I wouldn't think that it's in their plans to just drag this game out. So yeah, get something really aggressive. The Slark though did get banned out by Mineski, and I think it was a pretty nice target ban as well, as was the Lifestealer. Weaver. So they go for a Weaver now, definitely can be aggressive, really elusive as well. Hard to bring him down, definitely. Sure, they have the Rubik Telekinesis and the Impale, if the Impale hits. I think the next assassin most likely will need actually a setup stun.
Okay, and I'm back pretty much. Yes, I'm really sorry. Like, I just thought, like, while we are in a draft, I can actually talk to the Twitch admin, because, like, our channels are now getting featured on the main page. So there's even more HeflaTV experience coming your way, guys. I hope some of you are happy. Like, I know I even spotted some names in the chat that were also liking our Mineski post today on Facebook. So I know some people of from our social media is here. That's really awesome. So anyway, let's see what we got. Like, I missed at least 4 picks and the second ban rotation. Yeah, and now they're on the 5th bans. Yep, you already talked about many things, but so far, like, just having a glimpse over the picks, this is going to be amazing. A lot of team fight potential. Like, both teams have like Enchantress Gen with, so we have jungle element in the entire game. And this is really looking interesting. But I think I said it already when just Nyx and Viper was out. I want that Mineski picks another core. I want to see something even heavier. I want to see something that can go into late game plus the Viper. That would be an awesome combination. And pretty much the same for Execration when I think about it.
Yeah, Execration, their overall all feel of the lineup at the moment is just early on aggression, just dominance, and actually the Timber saw pickup for Mineski. It's really good against the center for sure. And Execration, except for the lasso, they don't really have any proper lockdown for the Timber saw because the center has to actually find the perfect moment if he wants to land the hoof stomp on the Timber because the Timber is just flying through the team fights with his Timber chain. And of course, just yeah, against the center, the Timber is good. And now Execration, they go for the Abaddon. So I guess keeping people alive. He is a strength hero as well, but we might see the Abaddon Aghanim Scepter come into play now. It would be really fun to see because the Aghanim Scepter Abaddon Ultimate, I think it's extremely strong, or at least can be. Especially if the Timber Saw is just dishing out so much AoE damage. But Mineski, I really feel like they should have gone for some more heavy hitters, something that could actually carry them into the late game, because Execration, once they get those Blink Daggers on the Centaur and the Batrider, they will definitely have a better time initiating, and with the Stampede, even just not counter-initiating, but running away from the fights if Mineski comes at them. And Mineski, will they go for a Blink Dagger on the Timber Saw so that he could actually get into the fights better?
Yep, definitely. Like a Blink Dagger initiation for a Timbersaw is always something fun to see. Then again, it's an item. I don't know. The problem is if you really make a Blink Dagger rush on a Timbersaw, you miss out on a lot of mana pool, which means like he's actually able to fight. I don't know. It takes quite a while till he comes online if he really chooses that itemization. But I got another question for you. Abaddon. Execration goes for the Abaddon. What do you think that is? Carry Abaddon. And does he actually go with the changes that come out with 6.81?
Well, I don't think it's going to be a carry one because I'm pretty sure the BGO1 plays the support for them, and yeah, he picks up sentries as well. Oh no, the sentries actually were given to him. I'm not too sure. I haven't casted them for some time, so it might be a carry one because he has
It's BG.
set of tangos.
Oh no, oh well, let's see. But the fact is now Abaddon actually with the changes 6.81. It sounds actually scary, but nevertheless we have to introduce the teams. I mean, most of our viewers know them anyway, probably much better than we are since we are casting mostly European Dota, but I wish we could have more and more see Dota to cast. Anyway, Jesse Vash is here on the Timbersaw in the safe lane. Then we see Aura on the Enchantress. He's of course going in the jungle, getting some nice creeps for the start. Jay on Nyx Assassin in the mid, and here we have Immaculate on the Rubik, and of course who's the last one? Help me out there. It's
Out on the Viper, you
Ova,
mean?
Bimbo, Jay, Jesse Vash, Gio, Pasio. Who is it? Jay?
It's Gio.
Yeah,
Should be
Gio, yeah. Gio, that was the name, sorry. Gio it is, on the Viper.
Yeah, and for Execration, Ninja Boogie will be playing up on the Weaver, probably their most loved player, the star player. Will be playing on the safe lane solo, leaving Abang to play the Batrider in the mid lane, and the aggressive tri lane will be made up of BGO1 on the Abaddon, with Yui on the center, and actually center in some trouble, takes some harassment, but no, not enough, and Fox, the last one, will be playing up on the Chen, and looks like he won't be going aggressive, or will he?
Yeah. Now this haste rune spawned on Boogie, that means he can actually block the creeps a bit, but the funny part is blocking with haste rune is kinda a hard part. And yeah, Ninja Boogie, also a very nice guy. I just know him from the lobby, from the couple games we casted in Dota, and yeah, he speaks perfectly English, and yeah, super nice guy, I have to say. It's always fun to chat with him.
Ninja Boogie, I've known him for quite a while now as well. Well, not known him, but known him as a player. He used to play Heroes of New Earth as well, I think. So yeah, he's a really old school player, and doesn't surprise me that so many people know and are fanboys of him as well.
Yep.
But he should have a hard time somewhat in this lane against the double lane of Mineski, because once Gio gets a few points up in poison attack, maybe even corrosive skin, because then the Weaver can't really harass successfully with the Sukuchi without taking some counter damage.
Yep, and we see Gio here, he already goes for one attack, like 1 point in poison attack, like, which is, I don't know, pretty interesting because the Weaver, even if he's like just having that level 1 poison touch, or poison attack rather, is not getting too much slowed, but they have the telekinesis, of course. They can just wait for level 2. Quite some harass damage, of course, will come out eventually, and then with this 1 sentry here on Rubik, this is of course going to be very, very dangerous for him. I mean, he got quite some regeneration, like he has 8 stack tango with him, so yeah, he just has to play passive enough to get his levels up. Once his Chikuchi is there, or even the time lapse on level 6, I think he can do quite something against the Viper, but till then, very dangerous lane for him.
Yeah, I think he will at least be getting levels, and so far actually not doing that bad as far as last hits go. Of course, it's so early on and the Rubik isn't the most aggressive support, but actually one fun thing on this top lane is that BGO1 on the Abaddon skilled Curse of Avernus over the Mist Coil.
Yep, so I guess this is just a level 1 just in case. The only problem is, I mean, they're playing here against Jesse Vash on the Timber, so this doesn't really give you anything because he has always the Timber chain up sooner or later, so he's fast away. The slow will run out. I don't know if that's a good choice, but you never know. Maybe there's a rotation in. So far, for example, if Enchantress would rotate in, she got a 2-free build at the moment, so no point in Untouchable. Right now on Enchantress, it would of course affect her. She would be slowed, and that is maybe what Center Warrunner, for example, needs to catch up, get the Hoof Stomp in. So maybe the 1 point will work out eventually.
Yeah, it's at the moment he can't just right-click harass the Timber, so doesn't really want to go down into a man fight, because Abaddon with the right clicks actually he might even be able to trade a little bit more efficiently, because Abaddon's base damage is pretty decent, and of course if shit hits the fan, he always has the Aphotic Shield as well to save some damage and give some extra burst for himself.
Oh yeah. When shit hits the fan, it's getting really dirty. But like here in the bottom lane, at the moment Rubik of course is going a bit in the background, which I think is a good idea, because the problem is they have a dual lane here, and of course with the dual lane they have the chance of actually getting a kill on Ninja Boogie. But then again, Viper also needs the level badly, especially against Ninja Boogie. And the problem is with that dual lane, Ninja Boogie is ahead. He's 4.5 against the Viper, who is just ding 4 at the moment. That means the time-lapse will come earlier out than the Viper ultimate, which means you can't use your Viper ultimate for the first harass, which brings a Weaver really, really low. But by the way, top here, is he maybe getting caught out? It's just a thunderclap.
The Ursa Clap, he's there actually, he gets the Aphotic Shield, gets rid of the slow. There's the Whirling Death though, he takes a lot of damage, but Yui just coming in as a big bad beast to stop them from going any further.
Yep.
So actually, one thing that's really nice for Execration at the moment is that Fox on the Gen is actually 4.5 as well. So leveling up pretty decently, and now even making rotations towards the bot lane. He has the Centaur, so if they can catch the Rubik off guard, actually they might get the kill. Weaver level 5 as well, so level 3 Sukuchi for the damage.
Yep, we are at this point where the junglers, they might actually come out of the jungle. We already saw it, Enchantress said hello to BG, and now we have also the Chen saying hello. He only got 1 creep, it's a Centaur creep, much better than a Thunderclap in my opinion, because Thunderclap, it's just movement speed and attack speed slow. But here in the mid, we have a go on Jay.
Oh, he should be safe. Actually, no Spike Carapace uses the Vendetta. No Smoke of the Seed brought by Ninja Boogie. That was really a hopeful TP by Ninja Boogie in. I think the Weaver... It was kind of a mistake to come away from the bottom lane maybe. But Jay, Vendetta hit on the creep. It's like, oh, get me that one last hit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the best use you can do. Like, with the Vendetta here, you had to use it for escape, so you might as well get a hit. But here, now Timbersaw, that's exactly what I said.
Telekinesis mid lane into the Impale as well. Enchantress rotating in. This might be the first blood. A bang will go down for it. Enchantress finally makes his presence known on the map. Like you said, the junglers would be rotating out soon, and indeed they did.
Yep, definitely. And wow, I have to say, like, Abang did such a good job in that mid lane. Like, in my opinion, he was definitely doing very well against the Nyx Assassin. Also, CFS-wise, he was on top, and we had that nice go on him. Unfortunately, no dust came out, because I think even with the dust, it would have been close, but it might have been a first blood. But now here top, they are circled in. 3 are rotating, and now... Oh my god. Rubik?
At the telekinesis is there, they go on BGO1, nice target choice, the Timber Chain actually doesn't do the damage, and Yui might go in for the counter kill. Inmacute is on the run, Double Edge still on cooldown, one more right click, that's all they need, Timber Chain for extra damage, and Yui actually has to back off. Rubik just kited him around. No mana for the Fate Bolt. Oh, Rubik, don't run back in. Yui, nice troll trap coming in from the Enchantress. Yeah, 40 shield wasn't enough to keep them alive. BGO1, slowed down by the enchant, will take a fall or no. The body blocking by those creeps, by the swarmers. Ninja Boogie gets the counter kill on Oa.
Yep, and BG gets out of on his toenails pretty much, like 20 HP. That was even below 20 HP. Nice rotation there. And now also Fox saying hello to this lane and Timber.
Troll trap onto Cheshi here. Timber chain level 3, way too long of a range, but Rampage.
Oh, but here Batrider on the bottom lane doesn't get the kill on Gio. That was, I don't know how much, that was 50 HP or something, and top again.
Oh my god, they're going non-stop. Jesse actually chasing down Fox. Fox in huge trouble, but there's no mana on Jesse Vash, no Timber chain. Oh, Jay gets the kill anyway, and they're gonna chase Ninja Boogie. Ninja Boogie, no mana for another Sukuchi actually, but Yui coming in if he gets the double edge. Nope, Jesse Vash, Magic Stick to the rescue, and Impale actually hits Ninja Boogie. Do they have follow-up? Does not look like anybody is in close proximity. BGO1 is there as well, a 40 shield. With the right click, slowing Nyx Assassin down, but the troll trap. Oh, it's Chen's troll.
Yep, definitely.
It's Snare is on cooldown as well. But just suddenly non-stop action. It was 6 minutes without not a single kill going on. Suddenly action on every lane.
Yep, pretty actually nicely played by both teams. Like, so many heroes escape with very low HP. And yep, now we have, oh my god, the Enchantress might get caught out here. Yep.
Oh, he's on the run. Nature's Attendance is level 2, it should be enough. That's the Dark Troll Summoner as well, and
I think that was the best choice, baiting out that Nature Attendance, so he's actually, she's actually using the mana, because like if Nature Attendance is up, you just have no chance to kill her, not even with the burst damage on the Center Warrunner. This is just 3 points into Double Edge, 2 in Hoofstorm, and the Enchantress, well, this is level 2 Nature's Attendance. No point still in Untouchable, which is quite surprising. I thought maybe we see an early Untouchable coming out, and Mineski actually going for a very early Roshan. We're 8 minutes in, guys. That means, like, with 2 points in Untouchable and maybe some right click off the Viper, we could actually see an early Roshan, but I think Mineski, they're fine as it is at the moment. They have 1 kill lead. We have to look a bit in the net worth now already. The Viper and Nyx Assassin are leading at the moment the network, so maybe Mineski is just fine as it goes at the moment. They just want to establish even more farm, and let's see how the next trades go, because it was a pure mess. So many heroes just getting like barely away, and yep, this looks really promising, this game.
yeah, I really like what Che is doing. He had the double damage rune, activated the TP towards the top side, but Yui, he has his spider senses tingling. They don't see the Nyx Assassin anywhere on the map, and they're just backing off on all the lanes at the same time. Really heads up plays. I really thought that Che actually has to go active, but now Vendetta, it's only level 1, so it wore off. And I guess Execration, yeah, Yui is going back out. He might get caught though. Even Cheshivash himself can do a considerable amount of burst damage already.
Yep, definitely. But so far, like, after all these trades, it's been quite silent now. But Jay has a double damage. It's almost running out though, and yep, that means no good initiation on Eve. But still, there's a lot of burst damage coming in his way. Chakram is out. The only problem is, like, Whirling Death is just 1 point in against Center Warrunner. It's really worth it to go for more points in there. But yeah, he decided to go very mobile with 4 points into Timber Chain. So I don't know if they would have enough burst for the Center Warrunner, especially with Abaddon in the background. I don't think so. But now Ninja Boogie here has to be careful. Oh, there is a dust coming out by the Enchantress. They won't find him. That was just a random dust in hope he might, I don't know, Chikuchi around. Maybe even Chikuchi aggressively into the heroes.
Oh, top lane, Cheshivash actually might be in trouble. The Stampede goes out. Chakram used by Cheshivash. Abaddon actually, his ultimate goes down. Cheshivash gets the Timber Chain wells. Yui, he's giving Chase the double edge. Will get the kill. He drops low himself. But kill secured, and that's really unfortunate, because that's actually now the Blink Dagger picked up for Yui as well. And the Batrider has this as well, but oh, Vendetta hit Impale. They get him down. Just as he just bought his Blink Dagger anyway, so it's not all that important.
Yep, it's not
And
that
now with
important
the double
with
blinks.
items, but yeah, Mineski wanted to get the kill here. Like, after the Timber dies, like, getting the revenge here is absolutely worth it. Ninja Boogie now starts the harass damage here on the Rubik, but he has to be still careful, because Ova is still in jungle, could anytime come in, and Ninja Boogie getting so much damage. This poison attack, corrosive skin, all the damage over time. This is crazy. He's using time lapse now. Now he has to be careful though that the Viper ultimate is not coming on him, because that would mean a lot of damage.
Yeah, Ova is coming in as well with the Dust of Appearance. He has the Satyr, so not the best creep to maybe try to get the kill. The Shockwave, sure, it would be some extra burst damage, but I think they need a Dark Troll or something of the sort to actually try to go in Ninja Boogie. Especially as BGO1 is there as well on the Abaddon. Should be able to keep him alive, or will he? They're going aggressive for the time being, but little do they know that Shay is there as well. The poison attack onto BGO1. The dust actually does hit this time on Ninja Boogie. Jay Shivash went down in the top lane in the meantime, but Ninja Boogie, can he actually escape? He's boxed in almost. Chupuchi, he gets out of it. No stuns to stop him. He's still alive. A 40 shield as well. Oh, so unfortunate. The Stampede just to make sure they get the escape.
Yep. Very nice kiting around there, all the heroes of Mineski. And Mineski in the meantime, they lost, while we were casting all this, they lost again the Timbersaw against the center warrior in the top lane. So 4-4 at the moment, but once more.
Kiilstofte double H,
Yeah.
2 right clicks.
There is
My
his
God.
striking force again, full power, double edge, 4 points into it. Nothing a Ruby can do there.
Yeah, and they have just so much momentum going for them at the moment with the Blink Dagger pickups. It's so scary to be in Mineski's shoes at the moment, especially as the Timbersaw. He's not getting anything. He's bottom third as far as net worth goes.
Yep.
He only has arcade boots and a magic stick.
Yep, absolutely. I don't know. It's 12 minutes in, we have no tower down, which is, to be honest, a surprise for me, because I was expecting early towers with both of those junglers, but like at the moment they just use it really to roam around, try to establish here and there an advantage on either lane. In the mid it's gonna explode soon, and before that happens, showing Fastercraft. Experience wise, Execration is leading with 2000, it's not much for 13 minutes, and gold wise also 1000, climbing now a bit, but this can change anytime with a good fight or with a tower down. So yeah, very early crafts, this can turn anytime.
Yeah, although, like I said, the Blink Daggers are really scary for Execration. At least now Mineski getting some counter for them, because Viper has his mech finished, and Che, he can pick up a Blink Dagger or a Force Staff if he wants to on the Nyx. So those items, they might help them. Yeah, he picks up the Blink Dagger, but especially the mech definitely will help against the burst damage that Execration brings to the table early on.
Yep, but very funny to see is that Courier getting microed here along the map side, down here somewhere, going to the side shop instead of the base to pick up that Blink Dagger, because it's just a much shorter way. And now that means Jay, he has a haste rune, he has Vendetta up, and he has a Blink Dagger. This is really scary. This is exactly what Mineski needs now. They just need to find someone. In the mid, the Chen would actually not be too much of a bad idea, but of course, oh now, he even found a double damage drone. But then again, he got spotted out, so they have to be careful. In the mid, as I said, the Chen, he would be an option, but with 2 troll summoners, like, this is also very dangerous to go in there, because you might see yourself there for about 4 seconds, locked down, enough time for rotations, Blink Daggers on you, and yeah, you don't have too much HP on a Nyx Assassin with a Blink Dagger Rush. Arcane's Blink Dagger Rush in a bottle, that leaves you with 853 HP pool. That's not much. That's something a Warrunner pretty much laughs about.
Yeah, but look at the position of Abeng on the top lane. He's just hunting for something on this top lane. Whenever somebody will show his face, Yui and Abeng will just jump on him with the double Blink Daggers.
Yep.
Even Chesivash, I mean, Timbersaw usually a tanky hero, but with no farm, not too many levels going for him as well. He has to stay back and just farms up with only the chakra.
Yep, but here in the same, like at the same time, the Batrider is still camping a jungle. Now they go for the center warner here.
Oh, he might be in trouble, takes a lot of damage actually. With the impetus, gets the kill, but the lasso up with the stampede. Oh, easy pick of Ninja Boogie TPing in as well. So Enchantress goes down for Yui. I think it's actually a better trade for Mineski, because the center was getting way too much going his way.
Yep, definitely. I also think like the center warrior was higher level, had higher farm. He got 2 kills in a row there. Like trading the Enchantress for it, definitely worth it, I think. And now the problem is Execration. Yep, they're gonna finish this up with a tier 1 tower. There is no cliff available. And now here in the mid, Mineski's maybe trying to find something. Yeah.
Oh, there's the blink with the impale, Fatebot as well, telekinesis to follow mana burn. It's pretty slow, and the mech actually comes out. He's still alive, no hand of god necessary now. Jay with the throw trap, slow down the tornado as well, into the Firefly, Spike Carapace keeping him alive, but the flame break as well as the test of faith now. Oh, Inmacute doubles the hoof stomp, double H. What a
Oh,
disaster. They didn't even get that one kill on the Chen.
Yep, and that means now another tier 1 tower, 4 execration and 2 bonus kills on top. The initiation was really nice. The only problem is Nyx Assassin didn't have Vendetta, and that's the problem. Like starting with Vendetta or then using it just for the right click potential of Vendetta after he blinked in and got the Impair off. That would have worked, but like, yeah, Chen was, I don't know, on about 50 or 60 HP or something, and he got the Mac off, and simply that was enough time to get the rotations in, and in the end Mineski is paying very dearly for it. So Execration looking good at the moment. Mineski, they have to come up with something else. They need more damage on their ganks, otherwise this is not working out.
Yeah, at the moment, Mineski, I mean, they had a decent enough game plan, just haven't been executed. Oh, there's the haste rune lasso, up onto Gio, he's in so much trouble. Misspell for some extra damage, he does tank it up, has the mech as well. Now Jake, nice. Impale coming out, but Gio will be dropping down nevertheless. The Stampede actually going out. Ninja Boogie might be in trouble, but the double man hoof stomp, double edge as well. Whoa, god, Yui doing the Rubik goes down. Ninja Boogie actually still dropping low, will stay alive and no one now. Trapped up by the ensnare. Will maybe take a fall. Level 4 Nature Stand, still alive. Ninja Boogie takes a lot of damage from the impetus. Yui once again, double hoof stomp, double edge. Gets one kill. They might get the Enchanter, so actually gets the one counter kill, but that's Rampage for the Weaver.
This is a 17 minutes rampage for Ninja Boogie. Oh my goodness, his gold is just skyrocketing. This is also another tower. Like, I'm actually afraid to look at the crafts. This might even be a tier 2 on top. I have to look at the crafts. I have to see this development. And there we go, 5,000. And this craft is almost going pro... Oh my god, it's going so steeply up. Experience, gold, pretty much the same. Oh well, this is looking bad for Mineski. They have to group up, have to rotate better, have to fight better, but these initiation, you already said it earlier, of Execration, so scary, and they really hit on spot. It's just about, yeah, pretty much the Enchantress made sure this was not all really a 5-on-1, pretty much.
Yeah, it's just a disaster, and better of course, them dragging out the Viper so far out of position. The haste rune definitely did help out there, but now the center has picked up a 4-staff, as it's also finished on a Banks Batrider. So double 4-staff action, they can pull anybody out of position even without the haste rune the next time.
Yep, definitely, and oh well, like, I'm actually thinking about what could Mineski do, but at the moment, like, Ninja Boogie, that's the problem. He's getting so scary. Now he has the BKB. I mean, okay, Viper Slow would still go through, but everything else, he could race through a lot of things before he actually has the time lapse. And then, yeah, the time lapse, if you use it of course, at the right moment, it's pretty much like Aegis for him. And I don't know, BKB before or after, it doesn't really matter. Like, he can take out at least 2 or 3 of Mineski at the current state. Plus, of course, he has so much gold. This is really scary. On the other side, I don't know, like, we have to look at Viper's farm. There is, of course, the mech coming up, and he already went into the point booster, so we're gonna see Aghanim Scepter out, but he's 2,800 gold away from the Aghanim Scepter. This will take a while, and even then, like, with Abaddon on the other side, permanently healing and spamming shields, it's... I don't know. Also the Abaddon, by the way, doing quite fine. You get the Tranker Boots, Bracers, I don't know, maybe this is drums, or maybe this is just some random support bracer whatsoever. But what I also like now, we see it here, Execration, they are protecting their towers. Like, getting towers would be a chance for Mineski to get some farm up for all their heroes, to get the crucial items out, like all those core items so badly needed for the team fights. Oh, I think we're gonna see something. Yep,
yeah, there's still a so 4-staff as well. They just pull in Makute out of position so far. Actually, he has the Sukuchi, will escape because the Flame Drake was a little bit too late there. Really nice escape with the Sukuchi.
Yep, definitely. That's why I like Rubik. Whenever Rubik is picked against the Weaver, like, or even against the Anti-Mage, like getting that Blink and getting that Sukuchi before and after the fights, it's so nice because, yeah, then the enemy actually has to afford vision for your Rubik if they wanna get on him. There was not enough burst damage with the lasso or following the lasso. But either way, now Execration, they can go for towers systematically. Like, this tier 2 seems to be the next one. Let's see.
I think Mineski, they definitely have to find a really nice opening with Jay on the Nyx Assassin. That's, I feel like, their best possibility to actually take a fight. With like maybe a 2 or 3 man Impale followed by just Chakram Whirling Death Timber Chain by Chesivash. That's like that's the only thing they have working for them. But they have to execute it perfectly. And of course, Execration, they have to line themselves up at Yui. He's on the hunt on the right side in the jungle. But BGO1 going so aggressive on the Abaddon. Tower will go down. Jay coming in too late. But there, a nice move. So once again, Lasso onto Inmacute. The Hand of God comes out as well. Double Edge onto 3 heroes. They blow up 2 immediately. Geo on the run uses the mech. Troll trapped up. Will go down as well. And BKB on the Weaver just doesn't care about anything almost. And
absolute
goes down for 0.
Absolute massive initiation here on Execration side. Like, this was just a double hoof stomp. I actually thought it was free just for a minute there, but oh well. Mineski can't really answer this, and even the Timbersaw spamming Chakra there. Oh, they go again on the Enchantress, and she just blows up under the pressure of Flame Break, Boogie hitting, and of course the double edge. And now this means Rex. At the moment there would be a cliff, but look at the respawn timers. We have to already look in the buybacks. Theoretically they could if they wanted to, except for the Viper, but yeah, they just ignore it. They have to drop the Rex. It's not really worth it. With the Chen Mac as well coming out there, just not worth it.
Yeah, the biggest issue for Mineski is at the moment that they are the ones getting initiated upon. If somehow they got the initiation instead, it might go a little bit different. Although for now they're just so far behind already with all the towers going down, all the kills for Execration as well. Actually, Mineski, they have 0 tower kills.
Yep, that's what I said earlier. Like, they're protecting, but here in the mid they go again on Jay.
They deal a lot of damage, and Abaddon with the Mist Coil, my god. Yui, that's just the strength of the Centaur.
Yep, definitely, and they might want to go for more here.
Oh, Bengto, Viper Stricken up, but the Stampede gets him back to safety. He does actually fall down in the end. Impetus, long range one, does grab the kill, so at least getting something for it. And I think without the Battle Rider, Execration maybe can pressure the tower.
Like, what's...
Oh.
It looked here for a second, there were like some mushrooms or a little plant, whatever. And there was a TP scroll directly on top of it. It looked like boots just for a second there. I was like, man, who forgot his boots here? It looked like brown boots. But either way, I think Execration, yeah, they're gonna let Ninja Boogie tank now the tower. Just go for it and maybe even initiate for more here.
They could go for more Ninja Boogie. Get some health back from the Mist Coil as well from BJ1. And now with the Desolator actually, he's finally starting to hurt with just the right clicks as well. Especially with the Medallion of Courage, but oh, Ova might be in trouble. There's the Troll in snare. They steal the Trolls. Back and forth.
Forth and back, yeah.
Actually, there's a gem up on Fox as well. He bought it a time ago. It was on the Bat Rider before, but now it's back on the Chen himself. So, of course, they saw the Nyx Assassin roaming around as well. And with the gem on them, the lasso goes out. Hinma cute. Poor Rubik. He's just been the target of the lasso for so many times already.
Yep. The biggest problem for Mineski is now they're absolutely pinned down. Their last tier 2 tower will sooner or later now fall, and they're absolutely pinned down to their base. Like, even going to the secret shop or just leaving your base means like immediate danger because of those blink initiations, and I just don't see them coming out. Like, there has to be like a huge fight for them that we actually can talk about a comeback here. At the moment it doesn't look like it. Like, those attacks here on Ova with the Gemini attacks, that takes him almost like 50% down. He has to use even nature attendance just from one Gemini attack, and now, yep, they do the exact right thing. You have pinned down Mineski to the base, and now they go for Roshan. And I don't think Mineski can do anything, especially not contesting. And then, of course, with the Aegis in their hands, Execration, they look for another set of racks.
It's definitely in their power to just go get those racks without actually not having to worry too much. Mineski, they are really far behind. Sure, they can get maybe a few kills, but I think it's really hard pressed to even find 1 or 2 kills, especially with the mech, the Hand of God, and now Pipe also finished up on Yui.
Yep, definitely. And now Execration knocking on the tier 3 door here, and the question is, do they get something? Pipe is now up as well.
With the Pipe, they definitely buy enough time to go for the tower. Oh, actually the Impale does hit on Yui, but he's so damn tanky. Magic damage, he's almost impervious to it. Doesn't really care. Pipe of Insight, so much magic resistance. And of course Mineski, I mean, they have a chance of turtling with the Chakram and all. It's just gonna be really hard, especially with the AGs on Ninja Boogie. He can just go up, right click, and doesn't worry too much about it, but looks like he's gonna split push the top lane instead.
Yep, why not? I mean, with Chikuchi, you're so fast back to the scene, so you can just push out that top lane. Mineski has to deal with those 2 lanes, and here in the mid, they have enough for a nice standoff.
I think actually that Execration, I'm kind of hoping that they will delay this game out a little bit, at least for Abaddon to get 900 extra gold, finish up the Aghanims.
So we finally see the post-patch Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be definitely interesting. But by the way, what I also saw, like I hope I get this in there. Oh no, there's a big
the Stampede
initiation.
going out, he blew up. Oh, a bang was there as well, of course. Lasso not even used to the flame break was enough, but PGO1 in huge trouble. He has the ultimate still available in the check and gets 4 stars out. And the ultimate doesn't even work. Now they use the pipe as well. Why? I really thought Abaddon at least might have. Oh, nice 4-step up onto Geo Viper. Might get taken out immediately. Nice man, he paid 4 there. There's the hand of control. They're still alive. They blow up too. They might get Jay. Using him that actually is safe for the time being. But once again, Execration, all of their people are alive. They get the tier 3 tower and now going for the racks. But full HP 8. Nice impale once again on 3 heroes. Hoofstomp will miss by Yugi. Jay does all that he can, but it's not enough. But Yugi actually might get taken out. 4 steps himself out. A bank Easter, nice flame break. Jay dropping so low. Test of Faith. A really low roll, but 4 staffs galore. Abaddon kills off Jessivash and GG is called by Mineski.
Yep, I think it's the right call. Like, this game, I mean, at the start, Mineski, it was absolutely equal, I'd say. They traded 4 from back. It really looked good. But then, like, Execration with that Rampage on Boogie, that pretty much introduced or the end of the game. So it's 23-7. You see the net worth still. Now you see the items. This is a best of 2 series, so guys, don't run away. Game 2 is on your way. You will see it in just a second there. But yeah, so far Execration looking definitely better in the game. But I still think Mineski got it within them. They can anytime take a game. They just need a good start, just like Execration had here. So anyway, like 5-minute pause, and then we go in game number 2 pretty much soon. Be right back.